Alright, I'm getting kind of low on battery, so I don't know how much more producing. Oh, there's my shirt. It says Go Big Red. Can you see that? I had a couple fishermen come by today. I took their picture. They come over. One was from Iowa and the other from Missouri. They're going to let the float plane land on their place for me, so that's nice because they said they can pull right up the dock. Molly went swimming and she likes to play fetch. Anyway, I was going to tell you a little bit about the gear I brought. I brought a two-man tent because of her. I have a one-man tent, but she takes up half the tent, and she sleeps on my sleeping bag when I'm goes in there and lays down. She thinks it's her dog house. Okay, the big pack was basically all the gear. And it's everything: sleeping bags, flashlights, cooking gear, everything, axe, saw, this chair, fishing gear, everything, clothes, sleeping bag, pillow, all of that weighed 55 pounds, including the weight of the pack. I have a little bag that hangs on the thwart in front of me, and loaded up. I weighed them all on a scale at the airport before we flew out. I weighed 6 pounds, that did. Molly's dog food weighed 6 pounds that she had in her bag. And then I had another fishing pole, paddle, yak paddle. My food pack weighed 33 pounds, but it didn't have all food in there. I had the bear vaults in there and that sort of stuff. I can't think of what else. I can tell you that when you tie a 6-pound thwart bag on a 55-pound pack, and so you're at 61 pounds, and then the pack happens to get a little wet, you add a little weight from water sitting in the bottom of the canoe. Sometimes it gets a little heavy going across portages. But I had a couple major, minor dilemmas. I won't call them major. It could have been major. The seat broke on me, and a good thing I brought fixing gear to fix the seat. And yesterday my portage yoke broke, and luckily I only had 5 portages left instead of at the beginning of the trip, because that would have been a pain to figure something out there. Where you tighten it down on one side, it's stripped out and cross-threaded or something. But I did try fishing a little bit, but I'm honestly tired. 65 and a half miles in 5 days was a little more than I bargained for. But today is a layover day. I don't have to do anything, and I'm gonna lay in that hammock up there, and I might read the Bible, and I'm going to make a pizza for lunch. Oh yeah. I was going to read this little lesson to you about swat those bugs. The first night out on July 31st, I read this from a Lutheran prayer book, Portals of Prayer. Anyway, it says, whop, slap. These are the sounds, familiar summer sounds when it comes to swatting flies, mosquitoes, and outdoor pests that can be quite annoying. Now, God was talking to me when he sent this along, okay? So they can distract us from our plans. No wonder they're called bugs. As a servant of Christ, the Apostle Paul faced some really big bugs. See, I told you he was talking to me. Imprisonment, beatings, and hunger were just a few of his distractions he faced, but he did not disclose these things or whine or obtain sympathy of the Corinthians. He listed them to show that all who serve the Lord will face hardship. Jesus said, in the world you will have tribulation, but take heart, I overcome the world. So, Jesus overcame all these things through his suffering, death, and resurrection. And as his followers, we are given fortitude to swat away Satan's advances and continue in faith when we are bugged. Pretty good lesson, huh? So I wanted to share that with you because that was the first day out that I turned to that page and did that lesson, swat those bugs, and I can't honestly say, I just can't think any other way that God would talk to you other than point me to that one. So there's our lesson for today.